Alright, YouTube, what's going on? Got some news to bring to you about the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to get to the 2013 schedule. I know I already gave you the opponents, but I never gave you the actual schedule in order the way it's going to go, but it officially got released. James Harrison just signed a 2-year deal with Cincinnati. I think that's great. I got a lot of high expectations this year for the Bengals. He made some great plays in Pittsburgh, so I'm really excited for that. So now moving on to the schedule. Preseason, I really could give two shits less about, but I'm going to name them anyway. Our first game is at Atlanta, then Tennessee, at Dallas, and Indianapolis, and August 8th, 17th, 24th, and 29th. Like I said, preseason, who cares? But that's the preseason matchups. Now to the regular season. Our first game of the year is going to be Sunday, of course, September 8th, at Chicago. That's the first one at Soldier Field in Chicago. That's a tough place to play. You know, the Bears defense is strong. Bears kind of went downhill the second half of the season. They started real strong, so that's going to be really tough to go on the road and beat Chicago, but I think got a good chance to do it. But we're just going to have to see what happens. Then we head back home for the next 2 weeks. We play Pittsburgh on Monday Night Football. That's going to be a big showdown. You know, us and the Steelers always have good. That's a good rival. We always seem to keep it close. So I look forward to that game. Then we play at home again against Green Bay. Green Bay seems to have a hard time beating the Bengals. If you looked over the past couple years, well, not couple years, the couple times, because Green Bay and Cincinnati probably play each other once every 4 years, but it seems like Green Bay just can never beat Cincinnati. So I like our chances in that one as well. I know there's Aaron Rodgers, but I don't think Green Bay's defense is as good as it used to be, so I like our chances in that pretty well. Then we head on the road again to Cleveland. Cleveland always beats us up. That's always a physical rivalry. But so I think we're probably going to split it again this year. Hopefully the Bengals can sweep them, but I think we're probably going to split it more than likely. Then we head back home again against New England. Bill Belichick's 4-0 all time against the Bengals. That's going to be it's going to be a tough one at home, but I think this is where we need to make a statement and beat these good teams if we want to be known in this league. And the next 2 games, we got 4 out of the next 5 games are on the road, so we're going to have a road stretch there in October quite a bit. We're at Buffalo. I think we'll be able to beat Buffalo. At Detroit. Again, I think we should be able to beat Detroit. I don't know, Detroit's tricky. They go up, down, up, down. Then we get back at home again against the New York Jets. Of course, last time the Jets and Bengals played each other was in the playoffs with Carson Palmer, pissed it down his leg again. But I think the Jets are going to be looking at a new Bengals team. I think it's going to be way different. I think the Bengals are probably going to put a beat down on them, I hope. But we'll have to see what happens. Then we go Thursday, Halloween, we're at Miami, so that's going to be a good game. Miami, of course, revealing their new logos and stuff, and Ryan Tannehill. Miami beat us last year, so it's going to be a good game. I think that's going to be a really fun game to watch. Probably everybody's going to be dressed in Halloween costumes rather than NFL jerseys, but I think that's going to be a good game at Miami there. At Baltimore, we don't play Baltimore until, I don't know what week it is, but it's not until November 10th. For the first time, we're going to see our first time Baltimore has seen a season without Ray Lewis in franchise history, so it's going to be interesting to see how those guys do this year. Then we're back home again against Cleveland, and then we got a bye week. Our bye week is very late this year. That could work against us, or work against us, or work with us, against us. Against us and with us, so who knows. I think the late bye week may help us in the long run. Then after the bye week, we go at San Diego. We beat them last year. I don't think San Diego is going to be a problem. I just don't see any. I mean, they fired North Turner, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do. Indianapolis at home, that's going to be a good one against Andrew Luck. It's going to be challenging there. Then we play at Pittsburgh. Now, the thing I find interesting about the Steeler matchup, both of them are on, well, this one's on Sunday night, and the first one's on Monday night, so we're going to be seen on national television both times. This is a time to shine. You know, Cincinnati's got to make a statement. They gotta pull out big victories when everybody can see it. That's the most important. And then our final 2 games are both at home. Versus Minnesota versus Baltimore. Minnesota I ain't too worried about, like I said. Well, Adrian Peterson may give us problems, but by the end of the season we'll be able to know if that game even matters or not. And then we play at Baltimore again at home. final week. So there's your have it, guys, and I'll run through it one more time real quick just so you know. At Chicago, Pittsburgh, Green Bay, at Cleveland, New England, at Buffalo, at Detroit, New York Jets, at Miami, at Baltimore, Cleveland, and then bye week, at San Diego, Indianapolis, at Pittsburgh, Minnesota, and Baltimore. So we got a tough schedule this year. It's going to be very tough. The Bengals going to get to the playoffs this year. They're definitely going to earn it, no doubt about it. Now, as a Bengals fan, this is the year, in my opinion. This is the year Andy Dalton and Marvin Lewis have got to make it happen. I don't expect nothing less than a playoff victory. I won't say go as far as Super Bowl, but we got to get a playoff victory. That's what we got to do. If the Bengals come out the season and do terrible and do 4-12, 5-11, I think it's finally time to get rid of the head coach and get rid of some other things as well. But high expectations. If I'm going to pick a record here, I'm probably going to say we're going to do about, I'm hoping 10-6, 11-5, somewhere like how we did last year. That's just my opinion there. So that's my schedule, guys, and bring you more videos soon.